One, two, three. Roll intro.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening wherever you are. The stream is about to start. Grab your favorite drink. Sit back and relax. You're chilling with HexAsians. With your host, Crypto Vince, Uncle Kevin Hex, and middle class working man.
HexAsians? Nice.
Konnichiwa! Konnichiwa! Emotional damage. Give me sushi!
Namaste, HexAsians. Hello and welcome back to another episode with your host, Dheeraj More. Uh, I am hoping a few people would join, at least to watch the live stream. But if you're seeing this video on replay, please turn on the 2x speed. It will be easier on your ears. And do let me know in comments what you guys are drinking. I am drinking. Wait a minute. Oops. I just a sec. Shit. I threw away the bottle. I'm just drinking plain water. Just hydrating. It's been kind of a rough weekend, i- but hey. And great to see Reed Mac 77 join me here in chat. And after a long time, I see DJ Nom Nom. Nice to see you. Some DJ Nom Nom is drinking some coffee with hazelnut and cream. Yes, that's always nice. I had some, you know, today I went to McDonald's and they have a special menu going on for the holiday season, and they have what you call McFlurry with hazelnut flavored McFlurry, basically Nutella in in the McFlurry, which is tasted surprisingly good. You know, I know it's junk food, shouldn't be you shouldn't be eating it too much, but hey, what's life if it is not worth living? Like, why not enjoy a few days? What's the point of living 150 years if you don't enjoy it? And hey, if the president of the US can eat that stuff, I think I'll be okay with it. Plus, being part of the medical fraternity does give me some perks in healthcare, so yeah, I should be okay. And Readmac, uh, I'm drinking some hazelnut coffee as well. Oh, what a coincidence! Uh, it's been a long time. Yeah, it has been a long time. Just got to work and saw the live notification. I am surprised that people do get my notifications. Like, that's a good thing to hear. Maybe the shadow ban is getting lifted. hazelnut coffee is the only way. Like I like to have a variety. Don't stick with one. Like uh, there are a lot of varieties here. So sometimes hazelnut, sometimes caramel, sometimes macchiato. There is last week I had some, I think, salted pretzel frappuccino. Just see when the price is going up, it feels good. Um, so make fast food safe again. Yes, we have. I that is the one thing. The meme is going around. Like on one hand, who's that? I like to use the term booby fucking Kennedy. He's promoting on one health. He's promoting make America healthy again, and his solution is replace high uh, fructose corn syrup with sugar in cola. And I'm like, yeah, instead instead of drinking cyanide, you drink rat poison. I would say, like, no, the solution is to curb down the production of cola itself. It would be much easier. Like, I know people as crypto community as a whole, we don't like taxes, but taxes are like the main purpose of taxes is supposed to be deterring people from buying stuff, which at least one part of it is supposed to be that, like, make things so expensive that people cannot afford it and therefore cannot buy it, which is like uh, one of the things given or reasons given for putting that, what is it called, vice tax on cigarettes and alcohol. But the thing is, they know the people are addicted to this stuff and cannot stop buying it, so they are going to be paying more tax. But yeah, maybe put a heavier tax on cola as well. Make it more expensive than drinking plain water. Uh, that could be a start. And I see Hex Future is here. Nice to see you. And I like, what was this? I listened to his live stream a couple of days ago. Nice to hear. And I am like good to know that that Hex Futures channel has grown or organically through marketing. Think it has 7,000 subscribers. I was surprised to see that. So great going, good work. Nom Nom is saying, well, it was shown in the top videos when I refreshed, so somewhat working. Lol. Yeah, maybe it's working. All I want is like, yeah, see, 4 or 5 people watch this stream. That is enough for me, and I get around 30 or 40 views, uh, which is kind of surprising it in itself. But hey, slowly and steadily, and X Futures, and Marcavelli 23, Pump It, EX. Uh, that was something I wanted to cover early, maybe later, but hey, didn't I tell you on the last stream that every time I push something uh, positive or bullish regarding EX, uh, the the price drops as if someone is watching this stream and doing it. Uh, well, it happened the last time, so maybe my assumptions or presumptions are true. But hey, EX did 30% in a single day. Granted, it went down a lot, but we are back. I think we are back at the price we were maybe a week ago. So, hmm. And as I've mentioned, like the if you are providing liquidity in the EHEX hex pool, I think you are getting paid around 20% APY. So I assume your so-called impermanent loss is kind of compensated for, and you're like, I am doing okay. I assume a lot of people are. Markavelli, once again, welcome. X features, welcome. You are still doing HexAsians justice. Yes, I try my best because hey, this is part of the sunk cost fallacy. You know, I I have spent I think for almost a year I have been solo streaming, so that is why uh, I do want to start a separate channel, but it's like I will lose the following that have generated is what I assume. But because I want to, because there are new, better tools available on StreamYard itself. There is more like AI generation yeah, it can be done better if I had a control on YouTube channel itself. But I will maybe by next year, maybe. But let me, where was I in chat? Read Mac is saying, I don't understand all the hate towards the hex. See, it's plain and simple. When people sell their tokens and run out of them, they start hating or shit talking the token. It's simple logic. So, yeah, I've said this multiple times. People who had a EHEX liquid or had their stakes coming out during the period uh, sold and made profit. Now it's the worst token for them to be promoting because they don't have any. It's simple logic. Plus, I know I see some of the people shit talking EX are founders of other coins, which have done so terribly that I don't even want to like show the chart of the token. It's like an L in itself. Like, the chart is just a drop and then flat line. So you can't make this shit up. So why would you be like talking DJ Namna missing the forgotten child? You see, you may say that because hey, Richard Hart himself, like you, the market has spoken. The hex on Persian is the real hex, and yeah. But have you seen the OA or any daughter or stepdaughter or stepsister addresses selling or even emergency end staking their EX? They are just holding. So maybe instead of listening to these random influencers and people on X, formerly known as Twitter, yeah, why not just simply hold? And you don't really have to hold. Just uh, if your stakes were so small that you could not or pay the fees to emergency and stake, then you already have that value transferred over to the pulse chain. But if you can and stake your stakes, and why not just bridge those tokens over to pulse chain and farm using EX farms? And now the ratio is like 7 is to 1, 8 is to 1. Yeah, there. So you are like spending 1/8 of what you have on Pulsion to uh, pair it with Hex, but you are already receiving one side for free, so you are always going to be in profit. Understand? Yeah, people, hmm, Markavelli, definitely true about bad actors in EX. Lot of shitheads trying to suppress the price with their lame non-teacher understanding FUD. Look, it's not just t- teacher, like they see, that's what happens when you have an open community. We invited everybody. We invited degen traders, hoping they would change their ways and learn to just stake and hodl. But like what you call uh, rotten apple spoils the whole batch. People, instead of them understanding the power of staking and holding, they started chilling meme coins and hopping and trading, even and leverage trading. So that's what is happening. It's understandable. And we have Tin Top joining them. What's up? What's up? You tell us, like, eh, you are probably there in all streams, so you are more knowledgeable regarding what's going on in the ecosystem. I have muted a lot of people, and I still don't block people so that I can uh, see their post. But I think now on Hex they have changed that blocking policy, so public posts are viewable. So I may start blocking people, but still, I think muting is still better. T-share rate is higher on eHex. Well, this is kind of surprising to me. My prediction or assumption was that the t-shirt rate would be higher on Pulse Chain because people will be making smaller stakes because fees are low, and because those that continuous or more stakes coming out regularly, the t-shirt rate would be higher. But what has happened is a lot of people have emergency and staked on EHEX, which is also like which is why the payouts on EHEX side were higher, and which caused the T-share rate to rise higher. So that is something I didn't predict. But maybe I should check what are the what was the website. Let me see. Yes, I will bring that T-shares over. You see, I like looking at my own face on YouTube, but not as much. Maybe sharing the charts and a little hex charts. Yes, let's see. What are so yes, and that is also one thing I wanted to talk about. Like, I, that why do people have these extreme views? Like, on one hand, they are like, yeah, there are one set of people who are saying EX is going to zero. where it's probably not like because it is kind of bonded with hex, and yeah, people are farming yeah, the EHEX hex pool on Pulsate. So it's not definitely not going to zero, and it has more liquidity than other meme coins. But on the other hand, like we will have 1:1 parity. Look, that narrative should have. I tried to tell everybody. There is no way there the teacher rates are going to be different. The payouts are going to be different. The fees and therefore the profit margin for staking and staking is going to be different. There is no way like EX and Hex should be 1:1. Still my fair valuation would be 1:3, but uh, hey, the market decides whatever the price would be. Yes, let me share the screen. Where is it? Where is it? Yes, let me bring up. So yeah, so one this these are how do I change it to in terms of hex? So one hex is 2 cents on Pulse chain and zero point 0.2 cents on Ethereum, a little more. And if you see, yeah, a lot more of Hex has been staked. It's 9.7% staked on Pulse chain and 8.6 on Ethereum. Hmm. Yeah, it's the fees are so high and still growing. It's not not very many people are able to stake their eggs, so that's assumable. But that also means there are fewer T-shares on Ethereum, and therefore the payout is better. So I, I don't want to do calculations here, but one T-share is around $800 on Ethereum and $100 on sorry, but the payouts, if you look, uh, see, I can do this math mentally, but I can't show you. But payout is kind of better on Ethereum. Yeah, I don't want to do math on stream. Uh, and yeah, the EX price. Hmm. Ethereum stakers have this. Oh, yeah. So Ethereum stakers have, the trend is kind of down, but it's not zero, uh, turning negative anytime. Uh, yeah, of course. Pulse chain, the stakers are going to be more. But there is one thing regarding this staking. Now we have pooled stakes both on Pulse chain and Ethereum. So those I don't think are counted in the stakers. Uh, so the logic or these numbers are take with a tiny bit of salt. And if you can see the daily payouts, see, as I told, the payouts in terms of hex are more on Ethereum because you can see those blue bubbles are higher than. Uh, and I don't know why is this like this. The total shares, I think, oh, I maybe because it's not calculating. And again, you see, we have these expiring stakes. When is this? So we have a giant stake that is going to expire on 7th of December. I assume it's going to be a rolling stake, so nothing to uh, worry about. And we, I remember there was a giant late stake on. Maybe it has, maybe there are a couple. Oh, so there were a few giant stakes that were coming out. So apparently, so somebody has good accounted them, which is a good thing. And while we are sharing charts, let me share this chart as well. That is the price chart. Where is this? Where is this? So yeah, now the MACD is kind of cooling off. Well, it's something we can expect after a good run. You see, it has tested at the top of the Bollinger Band and has kind of come down, but there is still like I think I had mentioned this earlier. Yeah, these round numbers are kind of uh, like resistance level. So yeah, assume some resistance at 2 cents. So we may be fluctuating around this number for a little while. My next target would be uh, let uh, us do some fancy. So our next target should be, let me see. Wait a minute. This is doesn't seem right. I had done this earlier. Wait a minute. Hey guys, I know people. This is or I forgot how did I? Oh, I am using the. Uh, I don't know how to do this. I like add, but yeah, my next target is around 3.69 cents. So a real round number. Good. And I see Ahmed Nabil joining us. Good evening to all of you from my side of the globe. Yes, and you are from my side of the globe. So great to hear. And just because we were talking from our side of, or what you call it, the east side of the globe, yes. Currently, Philippines has been kind of being bombarded by cyclones. Let me see if it is shown in the. s- No, cyclones are in the northern hemisphere. Uh, Here, these are called typhoons. They spin the other way around. Uh, I am told. I don't know whether showing the footage would, sorry, get a copyright strike, so I won't. Yeah, but there has been a lot of destruction. Uh, there was the strong rain. Again, we have to blame climate change for it. Uh, no, like I had mentioned, and I think there are already some talks regarding why there are so many more typhoons and, and, and hurricanes because of climate change. But hey, I had mentioned this earlier. This is the El Nino or La Nina season. Uh, this year it is La Nina, so we are expecting more rains here. And that is what is happening. Um, but that also reminded me, like 4 years ago. Yes, it was payday. Actually, it was on the 19th. Today is the 18th year. So, but uh, you can take 1 year, 1 day extra for a leap year. But what I was saying, on big payday itself, like, yeah, I remember there was a cyclone going on at that time as well, because uh, everybody had kind of agreed on wearing top hats for the stream, and I was trying to get hold of a top hat, but because of the cyclone, yeah, nothing was available online, or and traveling to find a new to shop was impossible. So I think I was the only one on big payday that didn't wear a top hat. I still regret it, but hey, like sometimes, it's a kind of a flex to go into the party, breaking the dress code. Yeah, and I like kind of doing that to stand out. Yeah, if you are at a club uh, and you are the only one wearing top hat, then you stand out. Whereas if you go to a place where everybody is wearing top hats, then not wearing a hat makes you stand out. What is I was saying? People will blame Trump for the cyclone cause they had no one else to blame. Probably Elon too. Weather warfare. Uh, Heard about that conspiracy. I don't like, see. The thing is, there doesn't need to be a formal conspiracy, or see, if you are bursting huge amounts of fossil fuel at a single spot, on a single day, that hot wind is going to rise and cause its effect somewhere. And to be specific, Elon Musk's rockets, those huge, like what was it called? Starship. Yeah, how much carbon dioxide did it put out? If the climate change guys are really uh, kind of really kind of bothered by CO2 level and put a ban on those space satellite launches. Yeah, they put out more CO2 out in a single hour than what we normal blue collared worker puts out in his entire lifetime. So yeah, maybe that is something to look out. But the other conspiracy is them using, I think, what was the time? Subsonic frequency for manipulating weather. Maybe, uh, look, uh, I was kind of a aspiring science fiction writer, but it takes a lot of time. So I can come up with good conspiracy theories myself if I am given enough time to cook, maybe. But I reserve that for a different time, not today. Yeah, I heard about that. High temperature lasers to control air pressure and control weather system. See, it's a lasers don't really work that way. Like you can use, but microwaves is something you can use to heat up stuff. Plus, this air pressure thing. It's the what was that? Like there is a I forgot the name of the law, Boyle's law, or I'll have to search it. But temperature and pressure thing, yeah, it's not that it is not impossible, but the amount of energy needed might be make it unfeasible. Like the hypothetical weapon they everybody imagines, like dropping a tungsten bar down from space. Uh, yeah, but you have to put the tungsten bar up in space, which requires energy. So it's not kind of. Scientific explanation is too difficult to understand. Conspiracy is easier. That's what kind of why conspiracy spreads faster than normal explanation. I think it's called, I think I already mentioned it. It's called Bartolini's law or something, but where no putting out falsities or false claims is much easier than debunking those false claims. My read max is saying my ehex is more like a collectible to me. I'll sell other crypto that's worth something more. Uh, yes, and that's another thing. Like, yeah, we have at least have a lot of emotional value attached to my ehex because hey, that's what started everything, and yeah, I am here because of it. So again, TYRH gratitude. Uh, yeah, so hey, and if it is worthless, if it's okay, like yeah, I have my hex on pulse chain, and I do regularly buy and sell. So yeah, so why not just hold? Uh, there was a need to make a wall this in the sky to stop the cyclones. I don't know how is it could be possible, but let's see how things are. But I have deviated from the topic uh, a lot. I from big pay. How did we get from big payday to uh, high energy weapons? See, but that is kind of what people like to hear, and that is kind of the USP of this stream. Variety, variety. The then what else is going on? EX, yeah. I was just reminiscing about payday earlier, like, and I was going to show some of the footage from the live stream, or there was a if those who don't remember maybe knew there was a 24-hour live stream on Big Payday, uh, but Hexologist lost the original channel on which it was hosted, so it was taken down, and he had re-uploaded it, but those videos also have been taken down. I do, I don't know like why he did that. It may be because a lot of people on the stream are no longer Mexican, so may not be they are worth kind of promoting. But yeah, I still don't have the. I wanted to play my part. I don't did my. You came out guns blazing on the 24-hour stream. That was the first time I saw you. Yeah, like see, was part of the organizing the stream. Everybody was given like a 15-minute window. So I had a kind of planned out what I was going to say. Even though the person prior to me, I think I don't remember who it was. He kind of ate up some of my time, but hey, I, so when I have like prepared for it, something to talk about, I am more listenable, I would say. But unlike these streams where I'm just ranting whatever is like I just see have a couple of things in mind and then talk about stuff, nothing prepared as such. But yeah, yeah, but I hope like I have from that live stream I have kind of at least I feel have improved. I don't know whether, and it's part of why I do these streams weekly to see whether I'm improving and also or whether my mental health is deteriorating. But uh, and it's also a part of you know uh, getting people hooked. You have to do is like it is called Pavlovian training. E- Every Monday when you get a notification of HexAsians at the same time, and you are likely to remember HexAsians, and therefore me. Ahmed is saying one day we can do a stream on where did all the Hexicans go and what they are doing now. See, yeah, that is something that can be done, but doesn't really serve a purpose. You know, uh, the thing is, yeah, most people either sold out and are living a good life, and because they don't have any hex, then promoting it is not in their best interest. Uh, some started their own tokens, some uh, uh, or bought into other tokens heavily and are promoting that now. And yeah, so at least no, nobody is in jail or something. Apparently, there was one, but he was bailed out by the community. Good for him. Uh, then people who went away and came back and now are saying again, to, yeah, why not name names like nothing uh, bad like Rakam Rishel, and he had his live stream on what is it, Friday night, FN Hangout. It was supposed that isn't hosted by RG3 anymore. Uh, we see people from another channel, what is that called? Bees round table. Like, yeah, and that is a different issue. But yeah, I see it being labeled as the Hexagon FN Hangout, and then they promote other coins other than Hex, like uh, which is like you are big. I had to put out a kind of a satirical post on Twitter that we are making it into a cult, and the first commandment is thou shall not speak of any other token before Hex. Uh, but yeah, I that was taken like uh, as a kind of a point against us, and yeah, there is still this huge uh, not a huge but a video uh, which has a huge amount of views claiming Hexicans Hex is a cult, uh, even though I don't think it is promoted as much. But look, that term cult is kind of loosely thrown around, and I see a couple of crypto influencers which I don't want to, but X shows their faces into my feed. But yeah, they are saying like yeah, crypto cults are good price wise. But yeah, maybe that is why Hex is doing well so far. But being a like take it as a scientific approach. There is a scientific definition for a cult, and there is like a there is a spectrum. I think I had shared this in one of uh, the it's called the influence continuum, like how s- a certain group affects your behavior is one of like there are four. It's called the bite model. How it affects your behavior, how information is controlled, how PI is for information, T is for I forgot, and E is for emotions. So how these affect. But for me, like it's only a cult if it has a small number of following. If you have enough number of followers, then it becomes a religion. That is, and the one like the doctor who or psychologist. I don't know whether he's trained. Yeah, he's a trained psychiatrist. Like for it's called cult deprogramming. Dr. Stephen Hassan. Like he himself talks about how cults are bad and what are definitions. But he won't apply the same kind of logic to his own religious uh, affiliation. You know, the one it's not supposed to be mentioned on YouTube. Otherwise, you are anti. You know. So like, but hey, I am deviating from the topic again. I am feeling excited today. One day, I read about it. Hex new Hexican commandment: make a shitcoin and shield to the community, killing the price for 3 years. Yeah, that is what we have been seeing so far. Uh, and I am expecting the whale who has come back, Rakam, to be promoting a new shitcoin very soon. I don't know when he will do it, but maybe just before Christmas is my assumption. Like he has already put out a post that yeah, these are the his holdings and he's bullish on those stuff. And again, he does not include Hex in that, so yeah, we know where his interest lies. I saw the that video said Hex is a cult. The channel owner also made a video about Hex price going down. Uh, I I think I don't know if we are talking about the same video, but the one I'm talking about is by a gaming YouTube channel called Upper Echelon. Like his primary audience is gamers, but he talks about a lot of other stuff. He did a kind of a good expose on who's that Twitter guy? Spaces Mario Nafal. Uh, you know how out of nowhere he came and became famous on X Spaces. He was also invited to the WEF conference. So, these people, influencers, are put in place. The latest PSYOP would I can remember always, like, yeah, the who is that Hawk to girl suddenly becomes famous, now has a podcast. I've never listened to it. I don't know what kind of people listen to it, but hey, this is how, like, how PSYOP works, and basically how CIA does this, controls the medium of culture production. Again, I'm going haywire. Ahmed is, yeah, so exactly that same channel. But if you go back to the video, like, I don't really want to go back to that video because it would kind of recirculate it on YouTube. But there is a part in the there is a part in the video where the guy mentioned that he was given all this information and also uh, kind of payment for producing this video by a member of the Hex community. So yeah, that FUD was not organically. It was created by someone from the Hex community to sell down the price. So that's all I can say. We can make assumptions who could have done it, but there are so many suspects that it doesn't even make any sense anymore. Look, I want, I always joke that, like, yeah, I want the X community to become a cult, so that I could be having orgies in the, in forests, but yeah, I that that we are so far away, and co- the community has already been splintered into a lot of many sub factions, gangs, etc., and whatnot. Uh, Everybody has their own flavor, which is good. I say, like, yeah, let a thousand flowers bloom. Uh, Everybody has their own decision, and uh, oh, see, I had a talk like orgies in the forest. Most Hexicans are guys. Hey, don't like Hex as one of the. I still feel that Hex has a lot of female in not only influencers but members in general. Now, at least that was the picture a few years back. With some of the female influencers. But yeah, uh, but secret orgies we always select who is going to be able to attend. So that is different. But you are don't just try to spoil my dreams. There are already like already jokes about lemon parties. I was watching astrology stream. I think it was yesterday or day before. We did a live stream again. A good thing. Uh, See, that is also a bullish signal when me no Epstein. Yes, you know, yeah, I prefer the ripe fruit. Uh, just you know, it's hard to joke about it without sounding like a printable digital format file. But hey, I don't know whether that's the correct uh, short form of what you call full form. What is the yeah, portable document format, not printable digital file. Portable document format. So, where was that? I am uh, now I am understanding why I'm kind of psyched up. I had a double shot of espresso uh, uh, a long time back, but like 3 4 hours back. But maybe because I had it on a full stomach, coffee is now kicking in. But, or maybe it's just I have good company, good viewers, and uh, maybe the channel is trying to bloom more. Do you? I was working on something earlier, writing down something like uh, where was I? Yeah. So I have come up with a new word. Actually, it's not a new word, but something I am trying to make popular and kind of redefine. Is it is called post priori. Uh, so you, if again, this, the part of the hashtag in this video is self-improvement. So one of the thing I like to do is learn new words. I may have mentioned this earlier. So I have come up with a new word which is post priori, which is kind of a mishmash of a priori and posteriori. So we have to define all the three terms. So a priori is when you make a certain assumption based on your maybe based on your presumption previous experiences, and therefore you are able to uh, Markavili distracted me. The new internet is definitely a channel improvement. Yes, thank you. Maybe that is also a part of the thing. Like I am getting this is properly working live, you know, no hamsters, because I remember, or like I am saying something and important, and right at that time the internet goes off, and I lose point and audience. But that not happening is very helpful. So a priori is when you make an assumption regarding an outcome. Uh, an example would be, yeah, because now I've come up with this very loose example. It's like AI is going to or AI is causing a lot of job loss in the IT job market because of yeah, increased employment rate. There is uh, Fed are going to stimulate the economy, a need for the Fed to stimulate the economy. Therefore, they are reducing the uh, interest rate. So, so we will see asset prices or the stock market rise. So this is all based on a single assumption, which is AI. So that is a priori assumption. There is no real, and we may not, these things may not actually correlate. Posteriori is when you justify the end, uh, or justify the cause, seeing the effect. So now that we see the stock market is rising, or rather, we- the stock market is rising because Trump got elected. It's a posteriori kind uh, explanation. Like uh, we, we don't really know the correlation because the stock market was rising since the Fed started cutting interest rate, and also when yeah the so that is an example of posterior. But I have come up with a new term called post priori. So we had a priori, posteriori, and this is post priori. So this is when this is seen especially in uh, crypto influencers, where they give out a vague statement which can be interpreted both ways, and then depending on the result they will choose whichever uh, interpretation that fits the result. This is called post priori justification. So uh, I can say like uh, mm, whom to make an example of, but I think there would be, see, there are so many, uh, how should I say, which one? Like, I don't want to use Richard Hart as an example, uh, just because, but yeah, I maybe I should make an example of myself. Uh, uh, I will just say that because see this Thanksgiving, uh, there are a lot of people who are going to be discussing crypto at the lunch table, and it will impact the price of all crypto assets uh, in a major way. So now, as you can see, I've given a statement which is true, uh, or okay, because hey, if you are in crypto, you are probably going to talk about crypto at the dinner table on Thanksgiving. How it will affect it, we don't know. It can be uh, very bullish or bearish. I am current. When it comes to X, I am always bullish. So that is a different issue. But now, after Thanksgiving, we will know what happened. So either the price rose or price went down. Then I can say post priori that hey, look, guys, I told you that because of Thanksgiving, uh, crypto or the price is going to fall, and it happened. So that is an example. So these are now why am I saying this? Tell so that if you can recognize this pattern in some of the crypto influencers that are talking that talk about crypto, and maybe know that yeah, these guys are probably not worth listening to. So and probably realize that yes, I am worth listening to, and will get more followers on this channel. And for similar better advice, I have all linked the Telegram channel to join, which is Hex Foodies or the Hex Guild. Huh. We are, which I was going to, I have to stream on that channel soon. But uh, my the the I would say the keys to that channel are on a different laptop, which is not currently working, and I am like all my crypto is on there, and right now I it's like I said like I'm not touching crypto at all, and that is also one of the reasons. So uh, that kind of helps me keeping that laptop shut. It uh, kind of prevents me from doing trading, even though I am I would say I'm kind of good at it, which is like I think Richard Hart's old video regarding poker and gaming. Like yeah, the losers in poker and uh, uh, in this case crypto trading get away easy. Like once they have lost, they can move on with their life. Winners get stuck in this loop of trading more. So yeah, that's a difference. Mark Avelli is posting crystal balls. Yes, these are my crystal ball predictions. I was going to buy it on a Black Friday sale, not Black Friday. Here on in the Philippines, we have the 11/11. Uh, did you guys hear that? not good if we did it, but let's see. Yeah, crystal ball, for a better setup, I will improve it. Starlink doing its job with hamsters. Look, it's not Starlink. It's just uh, I have access to clearer skies now. So, which also because I mentioned clearer skies, I saw on Twitter that, or rather, news, Google News feed, I think that Blue Sky, which is an alternative to Twitter or X, has been trending. So of course, I wanted to check it out. I went there. And, it is full of gay porn, and I had to put it. How do I know? Like, and I that's the thing. Like that is one of the reason X is so hyperactive. Like, yeah, there are a lot of OnlyFans girls posting, and there are a couple of you know hashtags or keywords. So if you don't know, you don't really have to use a hashtag on Twitter anymore, even though like using a hashtag makes finding things more easier. But if you just use a certain word in the certain keyword in the beginning of your sentence or tweet or expost, it also gets bundled up in a single search. So there are some keywords you search for on Twitter or X to find those OnlyFans girls posts. I like uh, looking at those. So I use the same term on X, and what I see is it is hijacked by gay porn. So I'm not going on that app anytime unless they kind of fix it. Or maybe it was because X has more information on me, therefore it has better suggestions for me. Either way, I'm staying away. Uh, so no, now I'm not being phobic towards the LGBT community. It's just I don't like to uh, that stuff shown to me personally. I what's that? Do, don't yuck my yum. So if you want to, you can watch that stuff on uh, on there, and those who like it, they are free to use it. Just keep it separate. We don't need to see. Anyway, I think I have rambled on enough. I made my points. Do you guys have any while this stream is going on? Did anything uh, good happen? Yes. Of course, I had to give my commentary on one last thing, which was the Tyson versus Jake Paul fight. Again, I'm not a, sorry, sorry. I'm not a fan of uh, MMA man on man action, as mentioned earlier. So the one of the first posts I saw was Tyson's butt on Twitter. So yeah, of course, I'm not going to watch the fight. Uh, and I like, yeah, it was a show match. Like It's, of course, it can't be proven, can't be disproven, but for me, it was a scripted show. That is why it was on Netflix, not on any sports channel. Yeah, and apparently Netflix can't even do proper live streaming. So that's why I stick with YouTube. YouTube. Uh, I am kind of think I said this earlier, but cannot manage it. Like I want to start streaming on which would be better, but and maybe we have a lot of DJs on Twitch. Uh, Maybe some of them can give me a boost. Uh, Probably post some. I like gaming, and hey, I do have a gaming laptop, so why not do that? Maybe I should talk to DJ Nom Nom and his crew. I will. Eh, I didn't watch the fight because I know it will be not nice to see. Yeah, I think yeah. Whatever the thing is, we didn't even get good memes out of the fight. Like there were so uh, good memes were like said Nom Nom said yeah do it I can help you out. Yes, I, I I I I will try and stop procrastinating. I have to create a new. I don't know whether I should continue with my older Twitch account, create a new one. Anyways, I don't have any followers on Twitch, but should I? The thing is, on Twitch, you can't change your handle or even the display name. Like, so I have a couple of good names for a gaming channel. I will message you. So maybe you can give me a read my channel on yeah the ch change username. That's what I tried doing. That it doesn't allow you to change username. You can only change maybe I think change allowed is capitalization. I if not I will. So if you can do it every 60 days, I will do a test run because I am currently playing a couple of gacha games and yeah there is a kind of a good audience for gacha gaming. I it's fun and um, I do have a my you know my accounts are mostly free to play and they are because I've been playing for so long. I have the account seems good. I am able to clear end game content. So yeah, we'll stay. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Uh, hmm, I think I've rambled on enough. Uh, is there anything else I missed out? No, I think the next stream would be right around the time of when is Thanksgiving is on the 29th. Next Monday is what day is it? So next Monday is the 25th. Yeah, so maybe I will. So next Monday, probably we will discuss strategies on how to shill crypto to your family on Thanksgiving. I think I done a similar stream last year as well. So, uh, so yeah. If any new people are watching, please subscribe if you like. Don't like. It's always good. I'm not getting paid from these streams. I do it for fun. So yeah. See you next time. I will play. Which one should I play? Should I play Kacha Badam or should I play the normal out? Hmm, Thank you for the stream, Dr. D. Read back and yeah, see you next time. And you can hit me on Telegram. Yep. Let's see how things go. Um, of course. So everybody has decided to play when pulse chain. When so it's maybe I should edit it so that it's like when pulse chain move. Uh, that's more appropriate. But when pulse chain.
I badana se
So
palo mata
bye.
churi mala diye mobile body bhanga diye badam mobile body gulo pasi te kadam tat saman saman tunga badam param I badana se palo mata churi mala diye mobile body bhanga diye badam mobile body gulo pasi te kadam tat saman saman tunga badam param badam badam tat kacha badam amaga chinai ko bubu badam 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 tat kacha badam amaga chinai ko bubu badam 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 da da badam 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 da da badam 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 da da badam 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 amaga chinai ko bubu badam amaga chinai ko bubu
Take it and go.